Hello everyone, let us start with this video, and this video is regarding PostgreSQL Developer role. I'm giving the reference of Cleverate. It is a product based company. So here what we can do with this is the agenda where we are discussing about the PostgreSQL Developer role overview. What are the core PostgreSQL concept? What are the advanced SQL technique or use of serial PLpgSQL procedure and triggers, integration with application stack. We can discuss some real-time scenarios, questions that can be asked in Cleverate, and migration and optimization. PostgreSQL scenario, what kind of question they can ask you to analyze your primary key and foreign key surrogate key relationship. So, what should be the position of PostgreSQL developer or data engineer? Industry might be any type of industry. Role focus: advanced PLsQL development, data modeling, and performance tuning. Work closely with product engineering teams, migrating complex logic from Oracle to PostgreSQL. Now, the basic concept that you should be aware is MVCC, multi-version concurrency control. Means if a reader is writing and if a reader is reading, it shouldn't be blocked, and vice versa, by maintaining multiple version of rows. That's why it is known as multi-version concurrency control database. Asset transaction, it is asset compliant, means atomicity. All steps succeed or fail as one. That is known as atomicity. It is very important topic if you are going for developer role. Consistency, database should be remain before and after whatever you are doing as a transaction. Isolation, each transaction don't interfere another transaction. You can say concurrent transaction don't interfere. It is known as isolation. Durability, if you once committed your data, changes should be permanent. It is known as asset properties of the RDBMS, relational databases. Okay, all steps should be either succeed or fail. DB should be remain after or before changes. Isolation is transaction should be isolate, and durability, if you are committing, then changes should be permanent. There are many transaction types: read only, read write. Okay, either you are reading or you are read writing. Explicit means you are begin and commit and implicit transactions. So there you should be known about table space, indexes, and constraints. And what are the data types in PostgreSQL? We have JSON P. And indexing, what are the indexing we can use in this database? There are some extension like pg underscore state underscore statement. What is the use of that? UUID or SSP and PostGIS. Now let's learn a bit about advanced SQL techniques. So there are some window function which we can use: rank, tense rank, like read, and common table expression. You know about if we are writing any query, then it should be the city. And what are the recursive queries? Okay, recursive queries are a perfect example where you need to find out employees which are having manager and which are not having manager. In that case, you can give an example and can use recursive queries. Now, query optimization and how you can use, explain, analyze. What are the materialized views and what are the parallel queries after PostgreSQL 13 plus? So what are the procedure, function, and triggers? You need to write stored procedure. What kind of exception handling we have in PostgreSQL? What is the dynamic queries? What is before and after triggers? And how you can audit and change tracking triggers? How you can create that? How you can integrate? So you can use microservice architecture using Node.js, API layer interacting, how it is going to be interact with PostgreSQL procedures, Kafka pipelines and event driven architecture, and PostgreSQL as core reporting and analytic engine. Now, what is the real-time scenario? So, for example, a customer reports that his query or their queries are going to be slow down. So, what are the, you know, points which you are going to check? How you are checking logs, how you are checking the queries, and how you can checking the settings. You can use partitioning also for time-based event data. And if we are migrating any data from Oracle to PLsql, so how you are handle the audit triggers, and how you are going to troubleshooting deadlocks and row level locking which is happening in the database. Now let's talk about the migration and optimization. So first of all, you need to migrate from Oracle or MySQL. Then how you are migrate and what are the tips to do the same. How you use Aura to PG and AWS DMS in case of cloud database. What is the manual rewriting of procedure and packages? So there are some optimization tips that you can discuss in your interview. For example, you can use proper index strategies, and you need to avoid sequential scans, and how you can vacuum and auto vacuum tuning. So let's me share one of the scenario where an interviewer asks you, if we have primary key, same primary key to different organization, now you are going to merge data. This is the problem statement. Okay. For example, the customer ID 101 is having the same primary key. Solution is that use namespace separation. Okay, by doing that you are differentiate them. Then you need to convert to composite primary key. You can create a composite primary key on the org underscore id or customer id. You can use uuid or surrogate key instead of auto increment ids. Then you can implement etl transformation logic to handle mapping. Then you can maintain metadata mapping table for legacy id to identify the id. You should be ensure that data should be integrity and reference constraints should be merged while doing that. If you have any question, just let me know. You can connect me on the LinkedIn by the searching name of Shalu Chaudhary, and by doing that, you can type also Genpact because I'm working in Genpact as a database manager. So you can connect me at any time to ask your question, and let's build scalable, reliable PostgreSQL powered system and keep learning. All the best for your interviews.